Welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of February 17th, 2014. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you your update. Well, last week we did see Delaware mortgage rates move higher as the bond did sell off. If you take a look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see Monday we hit the 6-week high for the bond, so that was the 6-week low for mortgage interest rates. But then we did sell off. Tuesday, big sell-off, the big red candle, and again on Wednesday. But at the end of the week, we were able to hammer out a layer of support. We're hoping that can hold and mortgage interest rates will not move any higher. So we are going to recommend that if you're closing the next 30 days, we're going to recommend locking your Delaware mortgage rate, because if that layer of support breaks, then we will see rates continue to move higher. If you're not closing for 45 to 60 days or longer, you can definitely float your mortgage interest rate, because we do think that the long term is for rates to kind of stay at this level as the Feds continue tapering. Every time the Feds taper, we do see short-term benefit to the interest rates. Long-term, though, by the end of the year, we do see rates moving into the 5s, the low 5s. But right now, if you got a great rate, lock it in. If you're closing in the next 30 days, 45 to 60 days, you can certainly float. So let's dig into what the news was last week. First thing is, weekly initial jobless claims came out on Thursday, and they actually spiked higher by 8,000 jobs from the previous week at 339,000 jobless claims for the week. So that was moving higher. That is not great news for the labor market. We did see the unemployment rate has been moving down, but it has not been moving down because people have been going back to work. It's because people have been dropping out of the labor force. We definitely got to watch that, because if we do not get the labor market back on track, the Feds will not be able to pull back on their accommodative procedures. So we may see that stall in terms of the tapering if we don't get improvement in the labor market. Then we had the retail sales report for January 2014 come out, and that showed retail sales dropped by 0.4% versus the expected 0%. So retail sales, we believe, are being hurt by this harsh winter weather. We keep getting pounded by the snowstorms and the freezing cold, so that's going to keep consumers from being out there spending money. And then in the housing news, Realty Track announced that foreclosure filings for January 2014 dropped 18% year over year from January 2013. And that's the 40th consecutive month of foreclosure filings dropping. So that's great news for the housing market. We are seeing the foreclosures coming down, and that trend continues. In the local news, the next free first-time homebuyer seminar is in Newark, Delaware. And that is March 22nd. That's a Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon, and that's at the Christiana Hilton Hotel. And you can register for that event by giving us a call at 302-703-0727, or you can register online, www.delawarehomebuyerSeminar.com. Now, if you'd like to get out there and take advantage of these record low rates that we're seeing, and before the spring buyers jump in the market and get a better price on the home, we'll get you turned around with a pre-approval. Give us a call, 302-703-0727, or apply online, PureMindDelaware.com. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.